'Cause all I want for Christmas is for the Raiders to win and make the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl and win it all. Okay, I'm just joking with you guys, Raider Nation. Man, I hope you guys are having a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Feliz Navidad, Manuel Carissimasi, so on and so forth. I hope you guys are having a great Christmas, and I know I'm dropping this video on Christmas Day, and I know I can understand that a lot of people are not going to be watching this video, but you know what? To those that are watching this video, man, shout out to you guys. You guys are the real MVPs, and I really appreciate the love and support. And if you guys want to gift your favorite Raider Samoan YouTuber, then all you have to do is just hit that like button, and I will greatly appreciate it. But I'm going to be previewing our Las Vegas Raiders versus the Miami Dolphins matchup that will be going down tomorrow night on Saturday night, prime time. And if I'm right, then we should put up a fight, and at the end of the night, we should come out all right with that W. Now, I know that it's kind of tough to be a Raider fan right now during the season, especially with how the team has been looking in these past couple of weeks. But I got to get my Raider spirits up, and hopefully we can go out there and win this week against the Dolphins. It's not going to be easy, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's still Raider Nation, and as much as we hate this team at times, deep down inside our hearts, we know we love this team. Now, before I get started with this video, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of this video, the Flick app. As you guys already know, every single week before game day, I give them a shout out because I just want to get more Raider fans on the app just to talk Raiders. It's a community of Raider fans that just chats it up and vents during, before, and even after the games. And if you guys are interested in any of that, the link to the app will be down in the description below. Without further ado, let's get started with your pre-game preview.
And you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
So this video is going to be a bit different. As you guys can see, I do not have my green screen behind me because I'm just going to be coming to you guys raw, pause. Not going to have the green screen, not going to have all the effects. I'm just going to talk to you guys about this game because I know it's a holiday season and I just want to get this out before the game, and I have a lot of family over for the holidays. So Raider Nation, I hope you guys bear with me. But we cannot start a pre-game preview without giving you guys your latest Nation news. First up, Clelin Ferrell will be out in this game versus the Dolphins. John Gruden just confirmed that yesterday that he will not be playing in this game. And this is going to be the second straight game that Clelin Ferrell has missed. We missed him last week and we're going to miss him this week. Obviously, he's a big key to this defense, especially getting to the quarterback and providing pressure to the quarterback. So, I mean, what else can I say? It seems like every single week something happens. And that's not it, because we still got more negative news. Looks like we're going to be without linebacker Nicholas Morrow in this game because he has been placed on the COVID/reserve list. Man, I don't know what the hell is going on with this team. It seems like every single week, I said this yesterday, it seems like every single week another player gets added to the COVID/reserve list. I swear these guys got to be put in their own bubbles. Now this comes a day after Nick Kwiatkowski just got added to the COVID/reserve list. So we're missing two linebackers this week. This is a huge blow for the defense. Yet another player, especially at the linebacker position that we're already slim at. This is going to be the second straight game for Nicholas Morrow as well. Now I know a lot of people outside of the Raider Nation might be looking at this is like, okay, it's Nicholas Morrow, it's not a good player. But if you actually watch the games, Nicholas Morrow is one of the only bright spots that we have on the defensive side, especially at the linebacker position, right next to Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's made a big impact this year on this defense. So it's going to be tough losing him because that linebacker room is only getting smaller and we only basically have like Corey Littleton. But you know what? I'm looking forward to Raekwon McMillan, who we traded for from the Dolphins, to come in this game and have more playing time against his former team and hopefully have a revenge game. I hope he does step up to the plate and provides a spark on this defense because we really need it. But you know what? Let's move on to some positive news. It looks like our quarterback Derek Carr has been officially taken off of the injury report. Now that's some good news, and we already knew that he was practicing full yesterday, and now that he's officially off of the injury report, he has a chance to play this week. Key word: chance because John Gruden hasn't officially came out and named the starting QB, because a lot of people are teetering between Marcus Mariota and Derek Carr. Now, if Derek Carr was your quarterback, I don't know why he wouldn't want to go out there and say that Derek Carr is good to go and he will be starting this week. I think after the performance that Marcus Mariota put last week, John Gruden is kind of thinking like, maybe I could use this guy this week, especially against the Dolphins. But I believe this is part of John Gruden's plan to kind of prepare for this game, as if we were going to start either of these quarterbacks or maybe both of these quarterbacks and use Marcus Mariota on some packages, because I believe that we should do that, especially in this offense, to kind of expand it and use Marcus Mariota as that Taysom Hill type of player that can actually throw. That would be great for this offense. But who knows? We probably still have a chance at seeing Marcus Mariota out there tomorrow. And now for your last bit of Nation news, Henry Ruggs has been taken off of the COVID/reserve list and has been activated. Now, we knew this coming in to this week, and I said that yesterday, but Henry Ruggs seems to still be questionable for this week's matchup. Hopefully he does play, because we definitely need as much weapons as we can on the offensive side, alongside of Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, Nelson Aguilar, Hunter Renfrow, and the list goes on. Now let's talk about the game between our 7-7 Las Vegas Raiders versus the 9-5 Miami Dolphins. I mean, who would have known the Dolphins would have been sitting at this position right now, in the midst of the playoffs, and they have been looking really good these past couple of weeks. I mean, looking at the schedule this year and seeing the Dolphins at the end of the season, I wouldn't have thought that this was going to be a big game or going to be a tough game for the Raiders, because we know how the Dolphins have been playing these past couple of years, and they have been at the bottom of the pack, but they have came out and showed out, putting the whole NFL on notice that this team is ready to go into the playoffs. Now looking at the Raiders side of things, we still have a chance. Now, it's a real small chance, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, yo, Samoa Raider, what the fuck? We don't care about the playoffs. Let's just move on with the season and move on to next year. Nah. We still got a 2% chance, so I'm gonna be optimistic. The only things that the Raiders have to do to make it into the playoffs is handle business in Miami and handle business against the Broncos. And we're gonna need the Dolphins and the Ravens to lose out, and we will be in the NFL playoffs at the 7th seed. So you know what? There's still a chance. Now, the biggest thing going into this game, we're really going to have to look out for that Dolphins defense. They're one of the best defenses in the league. And if we thought that the Colts defense was tough, look out for this Dolphins defense. They haven't allowed many touchdowns to opposing teams, and the Raiders that really rely on touchdowns, we're really going to have to do our part in going out there and scoring touchdowns, whether we have Marcus Mariota at quarterback or even Derek Carr. Now, one guy we really have to keep our eye on is Xavier Howard on that defensive side for the Dolphins. He leads the league in interceptions with 9 total interceptions, and Derek Carr and Marcus Mariota, they don't want to be doing that in this game if we want to have any chance of winning this game. I'm not going to say that the Dolphins offense is weak, but they are the weakest link on that team. Their offense hasn't really been moving the ball around, and Tua Tagovailoa as their rookie quarterback hasn't really needed to, ball out just to win games, because their defense has been carrying them, and our offense for us has been carrying our defense, vice versa. So it's kind of crazy going into this game, but knowing how bad our defense is, I wouldn't be surprised if Tua goes out there and has a career day against our defense, because I'm pretty sure anybody in high school or any college athlete can go out there against our defense and ball out for like 5, 6, 7 touchdowns, because they're fucking trash. Now, the biggest question going into this game for a lot of Raider fans and the Raider Nation is who's going to be starting at quarterback. Now, I said this before, I don't know if it's going to be Marcus Mariota or Derek Carr. Now, Derek Carr, we already know the deal. He suffered a groin injury last week, was limited in Tuesday's practice, and on Wednesday he came out and was a full participant, and now he's off of the injury report, meaning that he has a chance to play in this game. Now, I was really looking forward to the Hawaii Showdown, the battle between the two Usos, two Samoan quarterbacks going head to head on Saturday Night Football. I mean, that's something to actually watch. But you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who plays in this game, whether it's Marcus or Derek. Our offense is not the problem. Our offense is still going to do their job. It's our fucking defense. Our defense is one of, if not the worst defense in the NFL. And like I said before, if we cannot do nothing against opposing teams, or at least get the ball back into our offense's hands, then it's going to be a long day for our team. And you seen last week with John Gruden and his play calling, we went for it on almost all the 4th downs that we had, because we did not want to give the ball right back to this team. Now, one knock that I would have on Marcus going into this game is the Dolphins actually have tape on Marcus Mariota playing, and maybe just maybe, the Chargers defense was not ready for the Mariota show. And they were caught off guard, didn't really have any game planning. But if Mariota does play in this game, then we'll see if he's actually the real deal or if it was just a one-game wonder. And it's not going to be easy, again, against one of the best defenses in the NFL in the Miami Dolphins. Now, one guy that I'm actually really looking forward to watching in this game is Lynn Bowden Jr. of the Miami Dolphins. As you guys know, the Raiders drafted him this past year in the 3rd round. He was going to be that hybrid player for us on offense, and you know, the Raiders are really going to use him at the running back position, which to me still confuses me to this day why we would have brought him in as a running back. I mean, he's a wide receiver. Why not use him at that position, or even come in as a Taysom Hill type of quarterback for this team? But you know what? Things didn't work out that way, and the Raiders thought it was best for us to trade him to the Dolphins. And we traded him in a 6th round pick for a Dolphins 4th round pick. It really sucks because we didn't really get to see Lynn Bowden play in this offense or even have a chance to play with this team. I guess it was better for us to ship him out. Now, in these last 3 games, he's been playing solid, having 17 receptions for 160 yards, which, if you guys look at it on paper, it doesn't look like much. But if you actually watch Dolphin games, I don't really watch them that much, but I've seen highlights. He's looked pretty solid out there for their offense, and he's helped move the chains for that team. So what does this mean? Maybe Lynn Bowden Jr. is going to be going into this game, marking his calendar against the Las Vegas Raiders, and hopefully wants to ball out against us. And I wouldn't be surprised because our defense, again, is fucking trash. So hopefully we can neutralize him and neutralize their whole offense to not score on us, because we want to win this game. But then again, we have a former Dolphins player and Raekwon McMillan, so he might have a revenge game against the fucking Dolphins. Now, we haven't really used him much, but with all the Raiders linebackers being disintegrated from this game due to COVID, Raekwon McMillan should have a lot of playing time in this game. So maybe he'll go out there and ball out, maybe get a couple of sacks, a couple of pick sixes. Who knows, you know?
I got the keys now.
So I cannot end this video without giving you guys your quick 3 keys to the game. Now, I'm going to be quick with it because it's going to be real simple, and I don't want to dive deep into all of these because it seems like the same thing every single week, and the Raiders haven't really been doing what I've been saying, and that's why we've been losing. So if they can actually watch my videos and give my videos some views, then they could probably win the game this week. Now, key number 1. Play defense. I mean, that sounds simple, right? But looking at our defense, that's one of the hardest things for me to ask out of them, is to actually play defense and, you know, getting the ball out of the opposing team's hands and giving it back to our offense. And one more thing, we're definitely not going to win games if we put the game in our defense's hands like we did last week. So John Gruden, if the game is on the line, if we have to score a touchdown at the end of the game, score the fucking touchdown. Don't be kicking field goals and putting the game into our fucking defense's hands, because you guys know they're gonna sell us like they do every single week. And to Rob Marinelli, you got one job. Get your guys to play defense and help the offense out. Number 2, let's open up the playbook. John Gruden, open up the offensive playbook. Now, I liked and I loved what I seen last week when we brought in Marcus Mariota. Now, Marcus Mariota was tearing up that defense again, maybe because there was no film on him, but again, Marcus Mariota is the throwing Samoan, so he's gonna be a baller out there. But open up the playbook. If we are 3rd and short, if we are 4th and short, especially in the red zone, we really have to clean up our play calling, because what the fuck were you calling last week? On 3rd and 5, you're doing a rollout and trying to throw it to the fullback nowhere near the end zone. So this week, please do something for us. Drop some nice plays, especially in the red zone, to help us score points and give our quarterback some chances to throw to many different receivers, not a fucking rollout with the game on the line. And if the game is on the line on 4th down, grow some balls and call up a play to get the ball into the end zone. Simple as that. I mean, I do that all the time in Madden, and look at my team. My team has got 3 Super Bowls. And last but not least, key number 3, don't turn the ball over. Now, I know last week we did a good job. We had only 1 turnover, but turnovers has been killing this team a lot, all the time, every single game. But going into this game, we got to play smart. Whoever the quarterback is going to be, whoever the running back is going to be, any of the receivers, don't be hitting the ball into the air just for the defender to get the ball. And knowing the Dolphins defense, they're a really good defense, especially with Xavier Howard back there. That dude's a ball hawk, and if he sees something in the air that he can grab, he'll go grab it. Pause. So we just got to play a clean game of football out there and go out there and win this game. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this pre-game preview. Is there anything that I missed? Do you guys have any game score predictions? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then please do your boy a favor and hitting that like button. It does a lot for this channel and I would greatly appreciate that. And if this is the first time you're watching this video and you're a Raider fan, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload another video just like this. Until the next video, Raider Nation, your boy some more Raider is. Yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.